Over 81% of the human population will experience low back pain at some point in time in their life. If you're someone who wakes up with a tight and tense back, or maybe when you get up from a chair after sitting on a couch or working behind a desk, and you find that your back just seems stiff and sore, try some of these exercises and see what you think. These were designed to help you reduce back pain and feel a lot more comfortable. So join in today and let's have some fun reducing back pain. First, we're going to sit on a chair and we're going to start with 2 decorator pillows, or you can use a postural block like the one in the picture. And you'll see, as I'm turning to the side, this is how you're going to look from the side view. Your ankles will be right underneath your knees, and your feet will be hip width apart, which is approximately 6 inches. You're going to turn around, and you're going to place the block between your knees. Again, centering the ankles right underneath the knees. Put a small arch in your low back, and you're going to begin squeezing these pillows, whether it's decorator pillows or a postural block. You want to do this 20 times, doing a 3-set session of 20 reps. After you've completed about 10 reps, notice whether or not one side is weaker than the other. If it is, then I would recommend pushing the weaker side to work as hard as the strong side. That's telling you where there's an imbalance. Now we'll go on to the next exercise. You're going to lay on the floor. But before we do, this is the position we want your arms in when you're laying flat. Your palms will be placed down. You're going to get into a position laying on your back with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, and you want your wrist directly across from your shoulder on both sides. So you'll look somewhat like a T. You're going to take your leg and you're going to cross it like a man and roll all the way to the floor. Turn your head the opposite direction and press your knee away from you. You'll be in this position for 1 minute. This is helping to reduce any compensations in the hip area. You also may feel work in one of your arms, possibly your forearm or your bicep. As you loosen up in the hip area, continue pushing the knee away from you while you're in this position. You'll remain in it for 1 minute. Notice how it's feeling. Where are you feeling work being done? Is it on the leg that's with the knee bent, or is it on the leg on the floor, or perhaps both of them? Maybe you even feel some work up in the waist area. Keep your hands, palms down, flat on the floor. And when you come out of it, you're going to go to the opposite side. You'll be in this position again for 1 minute. Roll, push your knee away, and turn your head as far to the opposite as you can. Noticing where are you feeling the work. Is it the same as the other side? Or maybe you're feeling it in different areas. You could be feeling it in your hands, your palms of your hands, your fingers, forearm, bicep. You may feel work in the neck. You can also feel it in the hips, along the outsides, maybe the insides. And as you begin to let go with the tight muscles, keep pushing your knee away from you. You'll remain in this position for 1 minute. And just relax and breathe if you need to, deep breathe, and let the magic start to happen. Now you're going to take both feet, put them on the floor, and you're going to take the soles of your feet and put them together and let your knees drop open. Take a look and see if one knee is higher than the other. Your hands will be 45 degrees from your body, palms up, and your fingers spread apart. Notice how this is feeling. There will be an arch in your low back. Don't try to change it, just let the arch happen. You'll be in this position all total for 2 minutes. This is called the frog. And this is going to help with gaining range of motion in the hip area, as well as reducing tension in muscles, particularly the inner thigh muscles, which are your adductors. You can deep breathe during this exercise, pulling the breath all the way down to your belly button or lower. Now you're going to do what we call an active frog. Now you're just bringing the legs together and opening them up. You don't want to go too quickly. And just notice where you feel the work. Opening and closing the legs, allowing them to drop down as far as they'll go. Now you'll go back into the frog and you're going to check those knees again. Did anything change? Was the higher knee drop down now to look like the opposite side, or does it still look the same? Relax. Relax your tummy. Relax your legs. Let them just stay open. Keep your hands exactly where they are. And deep breathe if you feel you need to. Come out of this position. And now we're going to go into what is called static back. You can use a dining room chair or even a couch for this. I'm using a postural block. You're going to take a small postural block, or you can take 2 decorator pillows. You're going to start squeezing the pillow with the knees again. Your arms will be 45 degrees from your body, palms up with your fingers apart. And you're going to do 3 sets of 20 reps. Just squeeze and let go. Make sure while you do this exercise that you are putting equal pressure on that block or those pillows with both legs. Don't let one leg outperform the other. Make the weaker one catch up. The adductors are very important stabilizers, and they really help with low back pain. By stabilizing the pelvis, it reduces overworking in the back. And many times what causes some of the back pain is our pelvis is not moving properly, and our back starts to do a job that it wasn't really designed for. So it becomes tense. Now you're going to clasp your hands together, locking out your elbows, and you're going to move all the way back towards the floor. If you're unable to touch the floor, don't worry about it. Just keep working and don't force anything. Just allow the movement to be nice and slow, and allow those muscles to let go. You'll do this 15 times. Now we're going to do elbow curls. You're going to make a fist, and you're going to put your index finger into the temple of your head, and don't allow your thumb to touch the sides of your face. You're going to open and close your elbows. And this is really going to help stretch those muscles, especially the ones around between the shoulder blades, the rhomboids. And it's going to allow you more range of motion in the shoulders. It also helps to reduce neck tension. Now you're going to put your hands 45 degrees from your body, and you're going to stay in this position for 2 minutes in static back. While you're there, pay attention to your low back. Are both sides hitting the floor equally, or does it feel like there's more pressure on one side than the other? Allow your muscles to relax and unfold. This is a perfect position for your spine. It puts you into a neutral spine while allowing all the muscles to relax, using the floor as a form of cueing, so it helps you to stay balanced. You can deep breathe during this particular exercise, pulling that air down to the belly button and letting it back up again. If you breathe through the nose, if you inhale and exhale through the nose, that will stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. So that will bring more relaxation to the muscles. Are both shoulders touching the floor? Are both sides of your back on the floor even? This will give you a window into other things that might be out of balance. Ideally, we want to feel very much flat on the floor with our spine, and our shoulders and hips have even pressure on both sides on the floor. When you're done with that exercise, you're going to move your chair or your blocks out of the way. And now you're going to go into cats and dogs. You're going to place your shoulder right over your wrist joint. You want both knees even. You don't want one ahead of the other. And you want them about 6 inches apart. You're going to pull your pelvis under and then push it back out, pulling the shoulder blades together. Roll up, pull your pelvis under, and then push the other direction and pull your shoulders together. Pull that pelvis under again, sucking your tummy in as hard as you can, and look up and pull your shoulder blades together. The work should not be happening anywhere but in your pelvis. You should not be using your neck or your legs or your arms or anything to make this movement. It should all be happening through the pelvis when you tuck it under and the spine begins to move. And when you push it out, the spine goes into extension, pulling the shoulder blades together. Notice how that feels. Feel any rough spots when you go into the flexion, which is the cat position, or does it feel pretty smooth? And there you have it. reducing low back pain. Give this a try and shoot us an email and let us know how you did. If you're interested in a postural assessment, you can get a complimentary one through this website. Just go ahead and email me and tell me you're interested. We can do it in person or on Zoom. Thank you.